Welcome to the Book Fix Podcast, a podcast where we fix lives one book at a time.
But
this time, we're doing Reddit NoSleep edition.
and we're outside.
And it's scary out here because I'm terrified of bugs. Do you know that?
I'm really terrified of bugs. We cleaned where we're sitting, but I don't feel like it's clean enough.
Okay, but we don't have to whisper.
I'm scared though.
I'm your host, Yajaira.
And I'm your host, Cheli.
So, Cheli.
Yes.
Are you ready?
Yeah.
For the first story?
Yes.
The story is titled, My Ex-Girlfriend Called, Asking for Help. She wanted a ride home, but whatever I let in my car was not human anymore. Something strange happened that night when I was driving home. It was the same drive I took every night. I was working late, and finally I was ready to leave. I waved goodbye to Jeff and said goodnight. My commute was only about half an hour. Not too bad, all things considered. Never too much traffic either. While I was driving out of the parking lot, I got a call. It was from my ex-girlfriend, Jessica. It was strange because she hadn't contacted me in almost a year. I was glad I got the call before I made it too far down the road where I would lose service. I pulled over and answered the call. Before I could even say hello, she cut me off, sounding genuinely scared. Please, you need to help. I can't reach anyone else. I need you to pick me up at the Cypress Street bus station as soon as you can get here. I tried to respond, but then the line went dead. I called her back, asking what was going on, but she didn't pick up. I was surprised she would even be calling me, and I was confused as to why. I couldn't risk ignoring it, though. I got there in time and started searching for any bus stops until I found the one. Sure enough, she was there. I pulled up to the curb and called out, Jess? At first, she didn't answer, and I was embarrassed that maybe I made a mistake. But suddenly, she turned towards me and had a very strange, confused look, like she was just remembering something. She stood up, slowly walked over to my car, and I was relieved because it was her. So I called out again. What's wrong, Jess? Did you just need a lift? I don't know if the red line comes through this late on the Thursday. Are you all right? You sounded really nervous. She still looked confused, and I was worried something was wrong. But then she suddenly smiled, as if remembering something that made her happy, and she regarded me. Oh, thank you. I'm not sure how I got here. Please take me home. Without another word, she shuffled over to the passenger side and let herself in. The way she moved, though, it seemed irregular. Not quite like she was drunk, but just an odd, almost pained movement. Like she could have been hurt, yet her expression showed no signs of discomfort. I brushed it off, though. After all, we had dated for 3 years, and we knew each other pretty well. So, where to? I asked again. She just sat there, still smiling faintly, and looked at me. Or rather, stared at me. It lasted for about 30 seconds, and then I cleared my throat. Jess? Jessica, where did you need to go? What did you call me for? Oh, called you. I called you? She paused, looking confused, and then continued. Home. Take me home with you. I need help. She looked like she was ready to cry. We drove on for a while. She didn't offer any details, didn't talk about anything unless I asked her directly. What actually happened tonight, Jess? What's wrong? I was attacked. Caught. Someone caught me. Hurt me. I'll get help tomorrow, but tonight I just needed a familiar face. I nodded my head and focused on the road. As we drove on, she seemed to settle in. I decided to turn around and start heading back into town. Either I could take her to the hospital or back to her own home. She stayed in a very strange sleeping trance for a while. A few times I was worried because I couldn't hear her breathing anymore. But suddenly she exhaled and more strange sounds came out of her. When I got back into town, my reception returned. I received a text, or rather a handful of them. I glanced at my phone. I was confused because I saw they were from Jessica. I thought for a moment that maybe she was pulling some sort of prank where she was pretending to be asleep but messaging me. I slowed down, and then I pulled up the messages just to see. What I read made my blood freeze. The first one came shortly after I picked Jessica up. Where are you? Please, I need help. I can't say much, and you'll think I'm crazy, but I can't go to the police. I just need to get out of here before it comes back. Something is after me. It looked like a cop, but I saw it again and I had to hide. It tried to kill me. After it attacked me, it changed. You have to believe me, it looks like me. The message ended, and then I read the next one. I'm sorry, I don't know where it went. I don't see you here. Please hurry. I read the final message, sent only a few minutes ago. I need to leave. I hope you're okay. I'm sorry, I never should have asked you to come and get me tonight. I was just so scared. It's better if you stay away. It's not safe. Forget I called you. Don't come here, and if you see me waiting, turn away. I know it sounds insane, but it's not really me. I glanced over at the woman sleeping next to me. Her head was slumped forward, but her eyes were fluttering. I had no idea what was really happening, but if I wanted to believe Jess, then I had to accept that the person next to me was not really her, but some sort of monster. Whatever was happening, I had to get her out of my car. And then I had an idea. I stopped at a gas station, and she woke up just as I was parking. She turned over, cracked her neck in a weird, awkward stretch that sounded horrifically painful. And then she asked, "Are we home? I'm so hungry." I held my nerve and lied. "Yes, we are. I can get you something inside. Come on, let's go in. I can get you a bite to eat." She looked at me. For a second, I thought she could see right through me, but her head cocked and she gave me an unsettling smile. She opened the door and stepped out. She waited for me to get out, but I lunged across the seat and pulled the door closed and locked it. The fake smile faded, and my fear that this was just some sort of trick had fully dissolved, because what I saw next was something I could never unsee. As she raged outside, her face twisted into a nightmarish jumble of different human features, and an unholy noise emerged that sounded like 100 people screaming at once. She pulled so hard on the door that the handle broke off, and a part of it buckled. I was not sure that she wouldn't be able to rip the entire door off if she pulled harder. I pulled the car in reverse, slammed on the gas, and peeled out of there. I managed to turn around and drive away. I looked in my rearview mirror, and to my horror, the thing that had once looked like Jessica was right behind me, sprinting at nearly the same speed as my car. It chased me several blocks, moving so fast I was afraid she might actually catch up. But then I finally lost her. And I struggled to calm myself so I wouldn't crash. I was terrified, but I had so many questions. I called Jessica again, but she didn't answer. I was afraid something had happened to her. I drove back to the bus stop, but as she had said in her message, she was gone. I didn't know what to do, so I finally drove home. After going in circles and checking behind me, I had to make sure that I wasn't followed. I kept trying to reach for Jessica, but after several days of her voicemails were full, and after a week I found out she had gone missing. I had a horrible feeling that whatever that thing was caught up to her. I was devastated that she was gone, but also terrified that whatever it was knew who I was too. I ended up moving away. I couldn't bear the idea of living near where something horrible existed. I couldn't find any information on what it was or how Jessica had even found it, but all I knew was that it was real and it was still out there. After enough time had passed, I felt safer. I thought that since I had put enough distance between us, things would be okay. But then I got a message. I got a message from a familiar number. It was my old coworker, Jeff. I asked him why he was calling and he started laughing. "What do you mean? You said you were coming over for the party. I saw you last night. You seemed a little drunk, but I figured you would remember agreeing to come over and say hi to everyone. It's been so long. I just wanted to remind you to bring your own beer. I'll see you there." He said goodbye, and I held the phone next to my ear in shock. The call had ended, and I was speechless. I sit here now terrified of what is happening back home. There's only one way that they could have seen me there. That thing was back. It's there. It's hunting. I have to call and tell everyone. They have to believe me. They have to know that if they see me, it's not really me, and it's not safe.
Damn.
What are your thoughts?
I mean, my first thought is, in that situation, where would I step back?
Yeah.
Like, where would I not engage anymore?
Because I think immediately when he saw Jessica in the bus stop, it was obvious that something was wrong with her. Just like in the way that she was communicating with him. And I mean, maybe if I were in that situation, I could possibly play it off as maybe she's just drunk. But then why is she acting so erratic?
Weird. It's different too because like I'm seeing it in the perspective of just listening to this story. But if I had known this person for 3 years, anytime we do these, I always imagine if it were you. Let's say
But that's different though, because you would do anything
I
for
would
me.
do anything for you, even demon you. But like
Uh-huh.
if you called me to pick you up randomly at 2 a.m., I'm there.
Yeah,
I'm
same.
But I wonder at what point would I realize it's not you?
I feel like we know each other well enough that you would know. Like you'd be like, "There's something off." Remember when there was like an AI photo of me, my AI family?
Yes.
You immediately looked at me and you were like, "That's not you."
It's not. That's a little scary, isn't it?
Yeah.
I think what would scare me would be if I stopped at that bus stop and I saw you and there was like one little difference. And I'm like, that's not you.
Yeah. I think even in the mannerisms.
Yeah. I agree with that. Because if you start acting erratic, because I feel like I would be able to tell the difference between you panicking and you not being yourself.
Yeah.
I feel like there would be a big difference.
Same.
But okay, let's say same thing. Jessica got in his car.
Yeah.
Okay,
Dude. At that point, it's too late.
I look at my messages and you're like, "Hey, where you at?" Still at the bus stop. Like sending me selfies. I'm like,
Girl, I'm at the club. Come on.
And I take a selfie and it's like you sleeping next to me. Oh my god.
I thought this was gonna be one of those. Was like, which one's the real one?
Which is the real? Which one do I shoot? No, but it's so unnerving to me, the idea of not being able to get out.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Like in a confined space.
Yes.
That scene or that moment of she was chasing the car behind him, that reminded me of Gus Moreno's This Thing Between Us. Remember?
Dude, no.
Chills.
Yes, that's exactly what I thought of too. But I feel like it's a little worse that it was still her. Like still a person.
Yeah.
If a creature is chasing me, I'm scared of that creature, but there's nothing scarier than what a person is capable of.
Yeah, exactly.
You know?
And if it has, the person that you know's face.
If you were running full speed at my car, I would stop, hold my hands out, of course, hug. But
missed you, girl.
Well, I wonder, because I would know it's not you, obviously, because you're not giving me those loving looks. But
you're like, why aren't you like trying to hug me right now?
It's been like 1 minute and you haven't said how much you love me. No, but I feel like to me, seeing someone full body run towards a car, even if they're not fast, is horrifying.
I know.
Oh my gosh. When I was in college, there used to be these guys. I don't know who they were, but they were very well known on campus.
Yeah.
I don't know if you remember. Remember my campus? They used to have like campus duties where they would walk you home.
Yes. I think that's a pretty common thing because I remember my campus did that too.
Which is so nice.
Yeah.
I love that. But I remember they started promoting it more my last year because there would be these guys that would go around and full sprint towards people.
Oh,
and then when they were close enough, they would just kind of turn the other way.
That gives Get Out. That scene where he's like running towards him.
Oh my god.
I would die immediately.
I can't with people that don't act like people.
I feel like I would freeze, unfortunately. I don't think I'd be a good...
See, for me...
I'd have a good reaction.
I don't know what I would do, but I would hope that if I'm in my car, I would drive away. I would not go home.
No,
are you kidding me?
No,
oh my god.
I'd loop around.
I don't know what I would do, actually. I think I would call your husband.
Yeah.
Is Yajaira with you?
Please tell me.
I think I would call your husband. Yeah. I think I would not go to sleep ever again.
Yeah, same.
Oh my god.
Just lay awake at night with one eye open.
But let's say you made it. You made it. It wasn't me. You made it. And then you hear you're doing this now?
Oh, like somebody is seeing my face?
Like, to me, would I want to insert myself into that again?
See, the thing is they're wearing your face.
Yeah.
And I would hate for people to
think
that I'm trying to hurt them.
Yep.
We don't know what the results are if he would have taken Jessica home. Maybe she just wanted a nice hug.
Yeah, but I'm like, if for some reason they do something bad and they get arrested, it's not on you. But I guess it is kind of on you because it's connected to your name. I don't know.
That would really suck. I don't think I would go back though. I'd be too scared.
I wouldn't go back either, but I would be too scared to even contact someone.
Oh, really?
I think so. If my coworkers were like, hey, you're here, we're all going to throw a birthday bash.
Well, I think right now it's a little bit different because I don't know if you've seen those people who wear like super realistic masks and it actually looks like a person. Mm-hmm. I think I would like fabricate a lie like, no, you don't understand. Like someone's just wearing my face. Like someone's just wearing me.
Damn, but is it enough? You know what I mean?
You guys don't notice that she's acting a little weird? She's not even funny.
Isn't it kind of weird though that it feels like this thing picked up its memories? You know? It like knew the people he knew.
Yeah. I wonder if that's why she took so long while looking at him. Like maybe she just needed that stare to kind of like
or
download
the fucking memory. It like, oh yeah, you're something to me.
Yeah. You know? You're something, all right.
Damn. Mm-hmm. That's so horrifying. If I had a spookometer this, I don't think the spookometer was on the whole time up until she started running towards that car.
Oh, I know.
Dude, that's like a solid 9 out of 10 spook.
It like freaks me out. Honestly.
I don't like that.
I don't like that either. Even in Gus Moreno's This Thing Between Us, it freaked me out so much. Like there's just something so scary about that.
Mm-hmm. And like
just looking back.
If you're more scared of creatures than you are of people, it was a little eerie in Gus Moreno's book because it still looked like a person, but its limbs were different.
Yeah.
And that's horrifying. Mm-hmm. Oh, God. No. I would hate to see that.
Yeah, no thanks. Pass.
Do you think, okay, in this situation, would you have survived this?
Oh, that's a good question. I think that I'm just too much of an empath. I'm just too nice, too kind. I would have just taken this creature home. I would have been like, listen, if I take you home, you promise not to eat me.
It starts eating me and I'm like, I get it. You're hungry. I told you. I get it. I'm delicious. On its way. Like it's coming.
Let's eat somebody else.
Okay, fine. Eat me. I'm delicious. Ugh, damn.
I don't want to go to work anyway, so okay, fine.
9 out of 10. I hate that.
Yeah, I would agree. I think that's the most eerie part about it.
Mm-hmm.
No, I'm scared.